Hello, fellow quarantiners. Peter here, and welcome to the next installment of Teach Me, the series that puts the spotlight on talented folks who may be at home right now during quarantine, as I do my best to be a guinea pig and learn something new from folks who aren't earning a paycheck as normal. If you have something to teach or know anyone who would be good, hit me up on the website, quaranteachme.com. The topic can be really anything that you know how to do well and can be taught over video chat. Today, I'm getting a lesson from my friend and personal hairstylist, Grace Masonius. She's teaching me what a lot of people really are needing right now several weeks into quarantine: how to cut my own hair while stuck at home. Grace normally gives me a cut here in Venice, California every few months, but since sheltering in place, my fro has really grown out quite a bit. So I reached out to her and see if she'd be down for a video tutorial and interview, and she said she'd be happy to. So we chat about how she's handling being away from work and stuck at home. We then get the clippers out and start cutting my frumpy mop of hair off. So enjoy this special episode where I get a fresh cut, doing it all myself, with the very patient and calming guidance from my stylist, Grace. So with that, I give you my lesson and interview with Grace Masonius. So we're live. Grace Masonius, welcome. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Peter?
I'm doing awesome. Everybody, this is my hairstylist. We are in the middle of a pandemic, and today we're going to talk about Grace's life in quarantine and how I am going to attempt to cut my own hair today. You ready for this challenge?
I'm so excited.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell me where you're at in the world right now?
So my name's Grace. I work in Marina Del Rey, California, but currently I'm back on the East Coast quarantining during this crazy pandemic, just so I could be with my family. But yeah, just trying to stay busy and healthy, safe, and sane.
Yeah, like everybody else. I'm interested just to chat a little bit about quarantine life. Are you basically just on break from work, on hiatus, or are you doing a side hustle?
Yeah, it's officially been 4.5 weeks now, which is insane. At first, it was all the emotions, just trying to figure out what to do, where to make that money. But I've kind of just been staying connected with all my hair friends and just taking it easy, being safe, and I don't want to risk anything. So there's been so much help in the beauty industry, so many different resources, and everyone's really coming together to try and get some grants and just different ways to get some money. It's weird, scary, interesting.
And you guys aren't on any base salary. It's all based on sales?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't work, I don't make any money.
Work doesn't even like a baseline, like hourly, nothing's coming in.
No. So yeah, I don't have money coming in, but you'd be shocked. Like so many clients have been Venmoing or just do you need anything? And just saying I would need a haircut anyway, here's something. But yeah, I don't expect it. And I've been telling a lot of people, just save it for your services, for the next times.
That helps, I'm sure.
Yeah, any bit. But just the thought.
Barbers and stylists and skincare and nail salons are affected a ton. And as a consumer of those places, some of those places, start to realize that you just take for granted having an expert do your things. And there's probably a lot of dudes like me who are starting to look really shabby and shaggy and need some help. So I thought what we could do is a lesson in how to cut my own hair. Tell me kind of what your overall view on men using clippers on themselves. What are the risks? How do we do it? How many people are you seeing mid-quarantine doing this kind of project on themselves?
So there's been so many great videos and tutorials and different things and funny stuff as well. Honestly, I've never done this before over a video, so I'm excited. It'll be fun. But I do have a few clients that like to clean up their own hair and do it at home. So I'm confident in you and everyone that they can do it themselves. I mean, just don't forget the guards. That's all I don't forget the guards and don't let it fall off.
Do people have any fail moments that have been?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, and you don't like to go too short on the sides, right?
No, some of the guys out here have that really short fade, and I've always kind of had some length here. I do have a very thick head of hair.
Yeah, and especially because I like the scruff too, and if you're going to keep a little bit of it, we should go from a 2 to an 8, and then we'll use the shears in between and kind of clean it up, and I'll show you a couple different things, get rid of those stragglers and all that.
Yeah, just for people that are watching that may not know what the numbers are, I've got a set of of clippers. These are pieces that come with the clipper set. What do you mean by 2 and 8?
So everyone's going to need a pair of clippers. So then, you have all your different size guards. So you have a 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and each of them are numbered. What a 2 is going to do is like leave a little hair on the side so you can't totally see through your scalp.
Yeah. Tell at the beginning, when you sit down with a client, what's that conversation like when you want to learn what they're looking for, especially if it's somebody you've never worked on before?
So usually I ask, what do you like about your hair and what don't you like about it? Because what you don't like about it tells me the most. And even if you don't know what you don't like, I can tell by the way you're putting your hands through your hair. So like I can tell your hair is really heavy on top and it's kind of annoying. And you don't know, this side doesn't know where to go.
This side flops over a lot. You can tell I hate it.
Yeah, it's clearly bothering you. So those are the questions I like to ask. What's working, what's not?
Gotcha. Tell me what we should do to get started.
Okay, so first, I always put my hands through the hair and I just want to see where it naturally parts. So you want to comb it all out so it's like a little bit smoother. It's going to fluff your hair out, but you just really want to see where it's going. Take your spray bottle and just spray a little in your hands and just...
Yeah. Okay.
And then just start in the front and like work it in. See how that hair on the side is sticking up a bit? That wants to go down. So you want to just put it to the side it wants to go. So you're basically right now just finding your natural parting, where the hair wants to go. Every guy has different growth patterns. Yeah, so that looks great. I can see your parting where it wants to go. And you just don't want to force the hair in the wrong way. You know what I mean? So you're going to take your clippers and we're going to start with the clip closed. So it's going to be pushed up.
This way?
Yeah, so you want the lever to be up so that the blade is as short as it can be.
There.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Like okay.
So then you're going to go ahead and put your number 2 guard on.
And these are sort of secure. They're plastic. You've seen people where they're not quite in and just take a chunk out of their side.
Yeah, I've done that to my brother when I was in beauty school. It was not pretty. So to find where you want to stop the first one, you're going to go right to your temple. See where your hairline dips? Yeah, exactly. So you're going to take that low 2 all around your ears. And I would start side to side and then meet in the back. And
then how high up do I want to take this to? I mean, I don't want to...
You're only going right here.
So
only there
and over.
Yeah, you're going to go against the grain of your hair. And exactly. Everyone's hair growth is different. You're going to want to hold your ear when you're going around your ear. Do like a scooping motion, kind of like up and out. Get it up and out.
So against the grain, scooping.
Yeah, and if you need to, hold your ear down.
These damn ears. Why were we designed this way for hairstylists, right? They're annoying.
Right?
Look at that.
Yep, coming right up. That's great. And you want to just keep going over it back and forth just so it just really gets even and smooth. Yeah, and I really like where you're taking it. That's a great length. And then once you get to your back side, you're going to go from the top to the bottom with that scooping motion, not too high.
And just kind of maxing out here because I'm eventually...
Yeah, where you feel that bone back there. That's where you know to stop and tilt your head. Don't press too hard with the clippers. You don't want to get any dips or divots. So just like trust yourself and use the same tension and pressure. That looks great. We're off to a good start.
You know, I was blessed. My Martin jeans have a pretty good hairline, thick ass hair. I don't have a good heart. I don't have good vision. I got all kinds of like high risk things when I tested my DNA, but this hairline, my dad has still got his thick head of hair. So I'm at least thankful for that.
Lucky. Okay. So next step, you're going to take your clip on the clipper and you're going to push it down so that it's open now.
So we're down open. Okay.
So then you're going to kind of just like flick it a bit on the line of where you just were. Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. So you don't want to go too high with that. Yeah, so then you're going to take your 3 guard and push that clip back up. Just so you don't go too short, you kind of want to push that hair down a bit. So you want it to be down.
There we go.
So then same thing, you're going to do the flicking motion. I know you don't feel great right now, but we're going to get rid of that hair. So that's great. You want it to be
done. I think we got it. How's this?
Yeah, perfect. You might want to go the other way. Or does your hair grow that way? Yeah, that way. Next thing, once you go all the way around, open that clip a little more, and then you can really go into that part with your 3.
Okay, good.
So you want to just take that off. So we're just going to put the 4 on. We're going to close the clip.
All right, so I'm a 4 closed.
Yeah, and then you're just going to continue, same motion, go against the grain of the hair. And this is just going to really refine the sides and the top.
Okay, yeah, it's just a little bit less, but I'm still hearing some sounds of the cuts.
When you're done with that 4, take the guard off and then put a 1 guard on for right now.
1, okay.
Yeah, so this is where you're going to have to be a little more careful.
All right, going dangerous. I got the 1.
You're not going to use the whole blade like you were. You're not using the whole thing. We're going to stick to the corners. You're going to go around your ears and use that corner and just kind of clean up those bits. Just use the corners, clean it up. Don't go in too hard. And then do both ears, and then we're going to do the hairline next. So then the next thing we're gonna do with the number 1, you're gonna take the clippers the opposite way and you're gonna go down, flip them around, and you're gonna go, opposite, exactly. So especially because you got the 1 guard on, you're gonna scoop down. And it's not gonna be a ton of hair and you don't wanna go too high. And you can even like take care of your neck a little if you need to go down a little further. You could take your trimmers you have now that you use for your beard as well.
Okay, I've got this guy.
I would take the clippers, or the trimmers, I'm sorry, and just follow the line. So you're gonna take them this way and just press down and scoop down. And you might need to get closer to kind of really see that line in the back, unless you can really feel it.
That's good.
Let me see the back. Okay.
Oh no!
Scooped it. Okay, wait. So want me to show you how to fix that really quick? Okay, so that's the thing we need to avoid.
Right, good. I'm making a mistake so other people can learn. Do I just wipe a one up through it?
Yeah, but you're gonna wanna just scoop it like lightly and you're gonna close the blade for it. Don't go any higher than that line that you made on yourself. But you didn't mess it up. It's fine. You're just getting like a nice little fade there.
I'm getting a fade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it looks it's a pleasant mistake.
Happy accident, as Bob Ross says.
Yeah, happy accident.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Just so for cases to blend it, you're gonna put your 2 back on.
Okay, so I got 1 off and 2 back on to just kind of blend through that where we just did.
Yeah, and you're gonna keep the 2 on the tightest. You're gonna keep the blade closed still. And scoop up, don't go too high. Yeah, look at that blend. All the sides are good, they feel good.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Good. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the top. We wanna start with longer and we can always go shorter. So let's go with the 8. So I would start in the back and kind of like baby this front because most guys like their front longer. So like you want like a little protection.
Little length hair.
And you wanna go with the grain of your hair.
All right, so I'm just gonna do a pass with the 8 and let's see what happens. So,
yeah, and don't press too hard, just let it come off.
Nice.
And you're just gonna go back and forth, scoop it off, get that length off. Especially because you have so much hair, Peter. Blow off your clippers.
Yeah. Look at these bangs. What's the opposite of a mullet when the party's in the front? Is there a name for that?
Joe Exotic? No.
Hey, Carol Baskin! I'm working on my Joe Exotic impression.
Okay, so now you're gonna put your 6 guard on. Open the clipper so that it's 6.5. And then, so most of the time it's gonna be those back pieces for you for the guys that are just like hanging over, especially the calyx. So you wanna start from the bottom up and same deal, just kind of scoop it out. You don't wanna go too into your hair like you were with the 8. You just want to scoop up and just kind of like get rid of those. Yeah. And you can feel it with your hands too. Like that's great.
Just to show you what we're working with, I've got a small dog's worth of hair here building up.
Now we're done with the clippers for a minute.
Okay.
So you can take your spray bottle and just kind of wet the top a little. You can dampen it. You don't need to get it soaking wet. Okay. So you're going to take your scissors. One of the things through quarantine, my boss has his own scissor line and they're affordable shears. So if you wanted them, they're CCH scissors and they're really great. They last forever. Cool.
So I just got some basic CVS pharmacy scissors.
Anything you have. Most clippers come with a pair. Since Peter, you wear your hair you push it to your right, you kind of want to pull it to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good to have a little length on this side to fall over that side.
And we're going to take care of it because you do have stragglers, but
there's a few.
Yeah, get that straggler pieces. And if you're scared about the scissors, don't cut like horizontally, cut almost vertically. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I remember when you do it, you kind of like chomp down and feather a little bit.
And that just adds texture. With short hair too, if it's all one length, sometimes the hair doesn't flow.
It just looks like a helmet.
Yeah, it gets helmety. And that's fine too. It's just a look, you know? But you have so much hair, you need texture.
I know. Can you see my chin strap underneath where?
Let's style the hair and then get into the beard.
This is the stuff you sold me. Tell us about this stuff. Why do you like it?
So actually, this is my coworker Courtney's line, Suns, and it's all natural. This particular paste is like a light to medium matte one.
Yeah.
And your hair still can have some texture and move, but if you want it to hold, it will as well. Through quarantine with this hairline, if you support the business, every product, shampoo, conditioner you buy, she's donating for people that need some relief through this crazy time.
That's awesome. But, do I wet it first?
Yeah, let's wet it a little. You don't need it, like just get it a little more damp and then give it a good comb really quick so it's ready for the product. So then you'll take your product and you'll dip your finger in it. You just need like a finger amount, like a dime size. So then you're gonna rub it in your hands like lotion So then you're gonna start in the back and you're gonna work it all the way in and just kind of like rub it into your hair. So you like to push it to your side, so just place it where you want it to go.
Kind of give it a life.
Yeah, and then you're gonna kind of like push your part down and then like get that flow going in the front.
What's the way you like to blend, the sideburns into the beard? I think I'm going to keep the length, but whatever you would do kind of here. I don't think I'm going to do a full beard cut.
So you're gonna take that 2, because we use the 2 in here, and we want to keep the length of your beard. So we're gonna do a 2 open. So it's like a 2.5. You're gonna do very delicately. You're gonna do a nice scooping, like almost like flick of the wrist.
Look at the rest. All nice.
Because you want to just blend it, but you don't want to totally get rid of it. And if it's not catching all the hair, then like slowly turn your guard down.
Yeah, that's got it. Okay, this is the part where you take the bib and flap it and then blow off the shoulders and...
Yeah, get that itchy hair off.
This was awesome, Grace. I can't thank you enough.
Thank you for trusting me to teach you through the video.
Well, I love it. And I want to Venmo you for my lesson. I really appreciate it. So the Core Teach Me rate is $100. Grace, what do you recommend a client tip their stylist? This is always a question. Give me the honest answer, the not what you hope, but like, what's the going rate for clients?
The standard is 20%. At the end of the day, it is a service.
Okay, and because this is a service, I'm going to type quarantine haircut, and I'm going to do 120.
Oh, Peter, you didn't have to do that.
But I think it's a good thing because a lot of people never know how much to, tip their stylist. I think that's...
Thank you for including that, actually.
You're very welcome. If people want to find you on social media, do you ever post Instagram pictures of your haircuts? Are you doing any styles or tutorials on that?
Yeah, so I have my Instagram page, Grace Masonius. So that's great. I post everything. I kind of do everything: men's, women's, styling, color cuts, everything in between. So I post on there regularly. I've been offering FaceTime calls if you need any help learning how to cut your hair and just want someone on the other end of the phone to help you, sort of like Peter and I did. Yeah, so you can find me on there. You can email me. You can call me. My phone number's on there as well. Whatever you guys need, I just want to be supportive and
Awesome.
help however I can to make everyone feel good at home while all this is going on, because it is
Good.
crazy.
It is crazy. I appreciate it. Please, people, reach out to Grace if you want your own Zoom tutorial, or once we're back in action with everyday normal life, come by her LA studio and get a haircut. Thank you again, Grace.
Thanks so much, Peter. I appreciate
All right,
it.
cheers. Take care.